So, I've been using the Apple TV 4K for over 5 years now, and after all this time, I can confidently say it's still the most powerful and reliable streaming box you can buy on the market. In today's video, I want to break down why this little black box is so special, how it outshines competitors like the Fire TV Stick, Roku Ultra, and Google Chromecast, and ultimately, whether you should buy it right now or hold off for the next generation model. This won't just be a surface-level review. I'm going to dig into the performance, design, user experience, smart home integration, and even the leaks and rumors about the next Apple TV 4K model. By the end, you'll have a full picture of whether it's worth grabbing today or waiting for what's coming next. Effortless setup experience. One of the first things I love about the Apple TV is just how seamless the setup process is, especially if you already own an iPhone or iPad. The moment you plug in your Apple TV and power it on, your iPhone detects it instantly, just like setting up a new pair of AirPods. A prompt pops up. Would you like to set up Apple TV with this device? You tap yes, and in seconds your Apple ID, Wi-Fi credentials, and personal preferences are transferred. There's no hunting for long passwords or logging into dozens of apps right away. Apple makes it feel effortless. In fact, the integration is so smooth that many people forget how frustrating setup can be on other platforms, where you have to type usernames and passwords letter by letter using clunky remotes. With Apple TV, you skip all of that. This seamless onboarding is a glimpse of what Apple does best, creating a cohesive ecosystem where your devices feel like they're all speaking the same language. Clean and polished user interface. Now let's talk about the user interface, because this is one of Apple TV's biggest strengths compared to competitors. The UI is simple, clean, and ad-free. Unlike Roku or Fire TV, which constantly throw ads in your face, even right on the home screen, Apple TV doesn't push distractions. Your content is always front and center. At the top, you've got your Up Next section, where you'll see the shows and movies you're currently watching. Below that, apps are laid out neatly, and navigation feels almost identical to using an iPhone or iPad. Switching between apps is intuitive. Double press the TV button on the Siri remote, and you get a multitasking interface that feels just like the iPhone app switcher. Swipe through, pick your app, and you're instantly back where you left off. This clean interface might not sound like a huge deal on paper, but once you use it, you realize how much nicer it feels to stream without clutter, distractions, or laggy menus. Performance that's still ahead of the pack performance is where the Apple TV 4K absolutely crushes the competition. Even my older Apple TV that runs on the A12 Bionic chip, a processor originally designed for iPhones years ago, still runs faster than most brand new Roku or Fire TV devices. The latest Apple TV models now use the A15 Bionic chip, which is the same processor that powered the iPhone 13. That means your streaming box is basically running on flagship smartphone hardware, which is overkill in the best way possible. What does this mean for you? Zero lag, instant app launches, and smooth multitasking. You can even enable picture-in-picture, watching Netflix in a small window while browsing YouTube, or watching Monday Night Football while checking out highlights on another app. Competitors like the Fire TV Stick or Chromecast may be good enough, but they often stutter, freeze, or crash when juggling multiple apps. Apple TV doesn't flinch. It's built for heavy usage and feels future-proof. App support and gaming. One of the underrated benefits of Apple TV is its massive app ecosystem. Pretty much every major streaming service you can think of is supported. Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, HBO Max, YouTube TV, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV+, and more. Unlike some budget devices where apps disappear or aren't updated, Apple TV apps are consistently maintained. Plus, Apple TV also supports Apple Arcade, which turns it into a lightweight gaming console. Pair a PlayStation or Xbox controller, and you can play a surprisingly good selection of games right on your TV. While it's not replacing a PS5 or Xbox Series X, it's a nice bonus if you're looking for casual gaming. And don't forget, searching for apps or movies is a breeze with voice dictation through Siri, or by using your iPhone as a full keyboard. If you've ever struggled to type long passwords one letter at a time with a remote, you'll appreciate this integration. The Apple Ecosystem Advantage. Here's where the Apple TV really shines. Its tight integration with the Apple ecosystem. AirPods. Pairing. Pop your AirPods in and a prompt appears on the TV asking if you'd like to connect. No menus, no Bluetooth pairing codes, just instant connection. You can even share audio with 2 sets of AirPods, perfect for watching a movie with a friend without waking the whole house. HomePod integration. Got a pair of HomePods? You can. Set them up as your dedicated home theater speakers, giving you immersive Dolby Atmos sound, continuity camera. With iOS 17 and tvOS updates, you can now use your iPhone's camera for FaceTime calls on your TV. This is game-changing for family, video calls, or group hangouts. Apple Fitness Plus. If you use Apple Fitness Plus, workouts feel incredible on the big screen with real-time metrics from your Apple Watch. Apple Pay integration. Buying movies, renting shows, or subscribing to apps is effortless, thanks to Face ID or Touch ID on your iPhone. No other streaming box integrates this seamlessly with your devices. If you're already in the Apple ecosystem, Apple TV is an extension of everything you already own. Visual quality and calibration. Apple TV 4K supports Dolby Vision, HDR10, and Dolby Atmos, ensuring your content looks and sounds as good as possible, provided you have a compatible TV or sound system. One standout feature is color calibration with iPhone. You simply hold your iPhone up to the screen, and Apple TV automatically adjusts your display settings for optimal color accuracy. For TVs without Dolby Vision, this is a lifesaver. Pair this with the stunning aerial screensavers that showcase 4K drone footage of cities, oceans, and landscapes, and your Apple TV feels premium even when idle. The Siri remote. Love it or hate. The new Siri remote has been redesigned to be more user-friendly, combining a touch-sensitive trackpad with physical buttons for precise navigation. Scrubbing through content is smooth, and the remote even integrates with Find My so you can track it down if it slips between the couch cushions. One thing I wish Apple would add is ultra-wideband tracking, similar to AirTags, for precise location finding. Still, compared to clunky remotes on other devices, Apple's remote feels sleek and intuitive. Should you buy now or wait? This is the big question. Should you buy the Apple TV 4K today or wait for the next generation? Let's look at the leaks. What's coming next? A17 Pro or A18 chip? The next model will likely use Apple's latest iPhone processors, bringing even faster performance and more RAM for multitasking. Apple Intelligence, AI integration. Apple's new AI initiative could make its way to tvOS. Imagine being able to ask Siri who an actor is mid-scene, get detailed context about a movie, or even personalized recommendations powered by on-device intelligence. Custom Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chips. Apple is reportedly developing its own wireless chips, which could mean better connectivity and lower latency for AirPlay, gaming, or wireless headphones. These upgrades sound great, but here's the reality. The current Apple TV 4K is already so fast and future-proof that most people won't feel like they're missing much. Even if Apple adds AI features, there's a chance they'll roll out to existing Apple TV models via software updates. My recommendation: if you're frustrated with laggy streaming sticks, want a device that will last 5 to 7 years easily, and you already own Apple devices, the Apple TV 4K is worth buying right now. It delivers tight Apple ecosystem integration. If you're someone who always wants the latest and greatest, and you're curious about Apple Intelligence on TV, then maybe wait until the next model drops. But for most people, I'd say buy now. You won't regret it. Final thoughts. The Apple TV 4K isn't the cheapest streaming box, but it's absolutely the most premium. It combines speed, reliability, and integration in ways that Roku, Fire TV, and Chromecast simply can't match. Whether you're building a home theater setup, connecting your smart home, or just want a smoother streaming experience, Apple TV 4K remains the king of the hill. So, what do you think? Do you own an Apple TV already? Or are you considering buying one soon? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with anyone thinking about upgrading their streaming setup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.